Hey everybody, Greg from Park Journey here. It's Friday, so that means it's time for another look at what's going on in the week of Park Journey history. We had another really busy week this week, so we're just going to go ahead and get right to it. As you can see, I'm wearing a Midsummer Scream shirt from last year. So let's go ahead and just start right there with our industry news because there was actually some big news this week on the industry news. So the first thing is the Hollow Shadows for Midsummer Scream. It's going to have a scare zone from Fright Fest for Magic Mountain this year. So that's going to be really awesome. They're I think their scare zones at Fright Fest are amazing, and kind of having them in that darkened space there at Hollow Shadows, I think is going to be really cool. So I'm definitely looking forward to that. Um, Scare Zone coming, and then obviously all of Midsummer Scream. So really cool idea, and I'm glad that these parks are working with Midsummer Scream to bring these things to light. It sounds like it's gonna be really awesome, and definitely can't wait for that one. So you can see here, we also posted all of the information on that. So make sure you get your tickets for Midsummer Scream now. It's going to be amazing. Other news this week at Busch Gardens, Tampa, the beer is back. So they're doing beer tastings again. So free beer all summer long. They're going to have things like starting. I actually started on the first, so which was what, Tuesday. So they're going to have Bud Light, um, Founders Day IPA, MIA 305, Miller Lite, Shock Top, and Youngling. It's you can get two complimentary 7-ounce beers included in your park admission, so that's cool. So kind of a blast to the past there, bringing that back, and I actually would love to see this actually come to the other SeaWorld parks as well. So we'll see what happens with that. So there was our two. Uh, so that was the news for this week. The other big thing we had this week was obviously on our YouTube last Friday. Jeff and Nick were out at Canada's Wonderland to check out we had an exclusive tour of their off-season um, at the park for Canada's Wonderland. So they have two new attractions. Let me go ahead and head over to that over there. Let's see. So we've got our Canada's Wonderland 2008 preview with Jeff and Nick. So they previewed the Lumberjack and the Flying Canoes, and then a couple of interviews with the park. And they're also getting one of those. They're getting the 2-foot hot dog that Knott's had at their Boysenberry Festival. So that was definitely a nice scoop that we had there too. So thanks to Jeff and Nick, really enjoying having them on the team, and look forward to a lot of new stuff with them. So make sure you check that out right on this channel, on this YouTube thing, and make sure you subscribe. Down there, is it down there? Sit in the corner there, click the little PJ and subscribe if you have not yet, because we're going to have a lot of really great content coming up in the future. And then lastly, we had two updates this week. So if you look at the front page of the site there, you'll see all of our recent updates as usual. So the first one we had was for the Newcastle Hotel at Legoland. So my buddy Chris went out there, him and his family went out there last week and stayed a night there. They put him up in the hotel, so they got to check out all the different rooms and things like that. So you'll see here just, really nicely themed hotel. I've seen, the other Lego hotel, but this one just kind of takes it to that next level. Of theming there, just from the beginning to everywhere in between. Just a lot of really great pictures, some nice dining areas, things like that. And obviously just Lego stuff everywhere. And then the rooms here, there's a lot of interaction things in there, some Legos in there, bunk beds for the kids, some Starry Night effects on the ceiling, and just Lego stuff everywhere. So if you love Lego, and who doesn't, right? This looks just simply amazing. And then just all of the artwork in the room, the day and night effect. So there was the night room, the wizard room, excuse me. There was the princess room, and then I believe there was in the play area outside, so it's kind of a U-shaped hotel. So they've got a nice play area out there. So yeah, it's just definitely a nice hotel. And then and Legoland is just amazing as well. So so there was that. So we did that on, I believe it was Tuesday, and then on Thursday, we had the update for the Deep Sea Adventure Hard Hat Tour. So we had a video of that as well on our YouTube channel. And the Deep Sea Adventure, it looks like they're actually, opening in a couple months. They're still working on it, but a lot of great details on that as far as how they're going to be maintaining all of the Legos underwater. So the Lego builders actually got scuba licenses to go down and actually, you know, update and clean and do all of the Lego stuff. So that's going to be kind of cool to see. Hopefully they'll release some video of them actually going down and working on the Legos in their scuba gear. I think that would be kind of cool. So we got the ride track system, things like that were available for us to see, and then a layout of the ride, and then some of the actual effects and things like that. The queue, they're working on that, but as you can see in the pictures and the video, the water's already in there, and they're working on things like that. It doesn't seem like huge, but it looks like it's going to be really fun. So definitely looking forward to that when it does open, and obviously we'll be there when it does. And then a couple updates from inside the park as well. They're updating the Mann's Chinese Theater and Hollywood Bowl as well, so you can see that those have been removed, and I'm sure they're working on them backstage, and then they'll bring them back out. So yeah, it's nice to see them actually maintaining the park a little bit and seeing what's going on. So other than that, let's go ahead and check out the Twitter and see what was going on over there this week. The other thing, so one of the things that we actually just posted, we got made aware of a couple days ago, but we've been tweeting a couple days, tweeting a little bit of it this week, has been they added another day for the Jurassic Park 25th anniversary celebration at Universal Hollywood. So originally it was just the 11th and 12th, and they've added an extra day on that on May 13th. So go ahead and get those tickets, because it's going to be awesome. We also posted a video from Walt Disney World, Disney's Hollywood Studios. They uploaded a POV and off-ride footage of the new Slinky Dog coaster. And I know that this was kind of cut down from what the original artwork looked like, but it looks pretty fun. Definitely looking forward to checking this out when we get back out to Florida, hopefully next year. Obviously, we have people in Florida, but I'm personally when we get out to Florida next year. So definitely looking forward to checking that out when it opens. It looks pretty fun. And then Fast and Furious opened on Monday. They had a media thing last night. But yeah, it's Fast and Furious. Not a huge fan. And then let's see what else we got. Hall of Shadows, Busch Gardens. Yeah, and then one of the other things that I kind of wanted to talk about too was, we've just been having a little bit of fun on our Facebook and Twitter. So we posted this picture the other day from RD, got a picture of Fiesta, Texas from flying over, and you can see it from the sky there. It was actually a pretty cool shot. I really enjoyed that one. And then one of the other things I wanted to mention, not through any, we kind of we like to have fun, and we enjoy everybody, and we like interacting with all the other websites. And there's some websites that just we don't interact with, and for one reason or another, I'm not going to get into the specifics of it. And there's one that they get mocked a lot. Some people create like mock accounts and try to and then because we don't get along with them, or they don't get along with us, they think that we agree with whatever it is that we want to bash them and things like that, and that's just simply not true. So we get some account followed us this morning, like thinking that we were going to join in with them and mock this very, very popular website, and that's just not what we do. So even though we don't interact with them, and sometimes we just we kind of don't get along, doesn't mean I'm not going to report it as spam and that you're mocking them. So don't bring us into whatever this is which you have with some other site. It's just not what we do. We just have fun, and that's all we do, and that's all I'm going to kind of say about that. So the other thing and then one other thing that actually came up this morning was, you guys check it out. It's a new Deadpool song from the soundtrack with Celine Dion. Um, you don't really think of Deadpool and Celine Dion in the same sentence, but it actually was. It's actually, and again, I'm not going to go out and see, Celine Dion or go buy her album or whatever. That's not my thing. But actually, a very pretty song, and it's for Deadpool 2. So I think that's kind of what they were going for, and the video is actually pretty funny. So make sure you go check that out as well. And then let's go ahead and check out the Facebook. One of the things that we shared yesterday from our friends at Parks and Cons, the walls around Hang Time at Knott's have come down. So definitely looking forward to that. I think media night is 2 weeks from yesterday, right? Or a week? No, 2 weeks. Definitely looking forward to that one. We also did post some pictures earlier in the week from Twisted Cyclone at Six Flags Over Georgia, thanks to RD again. So just kind of, you can see the pictures here. We'll just kind of, let them scroll through here and check out the pictures. It's definitely looking amazing. Can't wait to get out to there and ride. Media day for that is actually coming up in a couple of weeks as well. So Randy will be out there, obviously, for that. So we'll definitely have some reports from there for their media day. And then let's see what else is going on Facebook this week. Hall of Shadows again. Deep Sea Adventure. So the other thing I wanted to say, and I posted this on the 30th. I guess that was that Monday. We were at Magic Mountain last week, and Kurt from the Costa Guy joined us out there, and we were kind of chatting about our websites and how busy we've been and things like that. And some of you might not know, I started a new job just almost a year ago, actually 11 months ago, almost exactly 11 months ago. And it's definitely more time consuming than my previous job where I worked at home, but I was able to do things, work on the side and things like that, between meetings and whatnot. And I just don't have that time anymore because of my new job. And I love my job, but I just don't have the time for Park Journey anymore. So I've had to kind of I don't want to say delegate, because people don't actually work for Park Journey. Everybody does this on a volunteer basis. And, basically any ad revenue just goes into the website. It doesn't go to anybody. But he had kind of mentioned to me that, the site actually didn't seem like it had missed a beat. Since I haven't had as much time, and it's been better than ever, and he's absolutely right. So I just wanted to take a second to recognize everybody on Team Park Journey, because when I started this 4.5 years ago, now almost 5 years ago, in November, I never would have dreamed, when we hit 100 likes on Facebook, I was thrilled. It was like, yay, 100 people like our, and that was about it. It's just it's kind of grown from there, and been really appreciative of all of the work. So I just wanted to kind of recognize all of them. So Matt, Steve, Scott, RD, Chris, Renee, Jennifer, Richard, or Randy as he likes to go by, Stephen, Joanna, Andrew, Nicholas, Christine, and Jeff, for all of the hard work they put in over the last year, kind of picking up the slack and things like that. It's been so much appreciated, and I love reading their stuff as much as you guys do. And then obviously we've had stuff from Gary from Coasting with Culture, as I mentioned, my friend Chris with the Legoland updates. And a lot of times people just message us and say, hey, I'm going here, do you want the pics, and do you want me to write something up about it, just because they enjoy what we do, and that's just amazing. So I really appreciate that. I really appreciate the help, and we're having a great time with all of this. It's grown to bigger than we ever thought it would, which is great, and that everybody kind of enjoys what we do. So definitely appreciate that. So we also have a giveaway this week. So those of you who actually, speaking of the length that we've had Park Journey, those of you who've been following us a while, like the very first week, I think that we started Park Journey, I was trying to give this thing away, and we have like 30 followers. So, trying to, get people to share the site and, follow along and things like that. And I never was able to actually give it away. And then I kept on saying, oh, I need to give this thing away. I need to give this thing away for almost 4.5 years now. And then I didn't know where it was. So as you know that we're moving, and actually I found it while we're moving. So got to finally give this away because I don't want to move it. So I don't even know if the show is actually there. I don't think it is there anymore. So we have this little figurine from the Cirque Dream Splashtastic at Six Flags Discovery Kingdom. Again, I don't even think the show is actually even there anymore. But anyway, I found it. I've been holding on to this for 4.5 years, so it could be. There's only 5,000 of these made. Limited edition of 5,000 commemorative bobbleheads from Six Flags Discovery Kingdom. So it could, I don't know. Anyway, share this video, subscribe to our YouTube, and you could win this. So we'll go ahead and say until Monday, let's see, it's the 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th. So yeah, if you share this video before the 7th, you can win this thing. And again, make sure that you subscribe. I think it's down that corner. Maybe, there it goes. I don't know. Anyway, however that thing works on YouTube, just click the little PJ and subscribe. All right, so I think that's going to wrap it up for the week. Hope you guys had a great week. Have a great weekend. As you can see, as I've been mentioning, we are moving, so this stuff will probably be gone this time next week, or at least the records down there will be gone, and the lamp and the record player will all be packed and stuff. I'm also looking at where we're moving to. I'm not going to have an office like I do now, unfortunately. It's just, it doesn't have this extra room that we have here until one of my kids decides they're going to move out. I don't think they watch these videos, so I can say that. So I'm actually looking at maybe getting like a green screen type thing where we can actually have some fun with it. So if anybody has any tips or knows of anybody that has done that in the past and kind of what is needed, I think that we use Camtasia for our video editing. I'm pretty sure that that's kind of built into it already. So I don't know if I just need to get a green screen. I'm going to kind of look around on the Google machine and see what it is. But if anybody has any tips or comments or has done stuff like that in the past, feel free to send us a message. You can email us our contact form, or just put a comment on the YouTube on this, and we'll go ahead and look at that. It would be much appreciated. And if you have some good suggestions, we actually have other things other than this thing to give away. It's all packed up right now, but we would definitely be able to send you some IAPA stuff or something like that for helping us out in that endeavor. All right, everybody, have a great weekend, and we will talk to you next week.